Good morning, children. So, today we are going to learn about a new topic in chemistry that is patterns and properties of metal. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about alkali metals. Okay, we are going to learn about first topic is about alkali metals. So, what is alkali metals? We know that alkali metals are the metals situated on the left hand side of the periodic table. On the left hand side of the periodic table, okay, and why they are known as alkali metals means when they are combined with water, they will produce metal hydroxide and water. You know that when they are combined with water, when they are reacting with water, it will be producing metal hydroxide plus hydrogen. So here, when it is producing metal hydroxide, we know that metal hydroxide will be that is sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. So these hydroxides are known as what? Alkalis. So that's the reason why they are known as alkali metal. So we know that the electronic configuration of alkali metals are, for example, lithium is 2,1, sodium 281, potassium 2,881. So like that it will be going, and as we go down the group, the number of shells is increasing by 1. Okay, for lithium it is having one shell. Sorry, lithium it is having 2 shell, for sodium it is having 3 shell, and for potassium it is having 4 shell. So as we move down the group, the number of shells is increasing, but the outermost shell, number of electrons in the outermost shell remain the same. Okay, the number of electrons in the outermost shell remain the same. So here the valency and valence electron of group 1 elements, that is alkali metals, is 1. What is valency and valence electron? Valence electrons are number of electrons that are number of electrons in the outermost shell. What is valence electron? Valence electrons are number of electrons in outermost shell of an atom. What is valency? Valency is the number of electron that an atom will gain or lose to attain its octet electronic configuration. Okay, what is valency? Valency is the number of electron that an atom will gain or lose to attain attain the stability, that is to attain the octet electronic configuration. Octet means 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So here each element in group 1 have a tendency to donate 1 electron, and it will be stable. For lithium, since the first shell can occupy only 2 electron, means it will be stable, and remaining electron should occupy 8 electron in its outermost shell. Okay, remaining shell should occupy 8 electrons. So when it leave 1 electron from its outermost shell, all atoms will be having 8 electrons in its outermost shell, so it will be stable. So valency is the number of electron an atom will donate or accept to gain an octet electronic configuration. So let's see the properties of alkali metals. We know that alkali metals are situated on the left side of the periodic table, so it can readily donate 1 electron easily, right? It can easily donate 1 electron. So it is it is very reactive metals, because it has a tendency to donate 1 electron very easily. Since it is only having 1 electron, it is easy to donate 1 electron. So it readily take part in chemical reaction, and reactivity will be more when compared to other groups. Okay, when compared to other groups, other metals, the reactivity will be more for alkali metals, because it is having valency 1. So it is easy to donate 1 electron. So what happens? The reactivity will be very high. Okay, so we know that as we move down the group, atomic number is increasing as well as atomic size is increasing. We can see that the number of shells is increasing as we go down the group. Okay, so this shows the atomic size is increasing, and we know that at the center of an atom we have a nucleus which consists of neutrons and protons. Protons are positively charged. We know that the number of proton is equal to number of electrons. So here 10 neutrons, suppose the 10 proton will be attracted by 10 electrons. So this attraction, that is this attraction of positive charge to a negative charge, sorry, this attraction to a positive charge to a negative charge is known as what? Nuclear attraction. So as we move down the group, what happens is this nuclear attraction get decreased because the distance from the nucleus is increasing as the number of shells is increasing, right? അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കറിയാം number of shells കൂടുന്തോറും nucleus distance കൂടുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ attractionനും എന്താവും, electrons far apart ആയിരിക്കും. So nuclear attraction എന്താവും അവിടെ കുറയും അല്ലെ. ന്യൂക്ലിയർ അട്രാക്ഷൻ കുറഞ്ഞാൽ what will happen as a nuclear attraction is decreasing, so അതിനെ ഹോൾഡ് ചെയ്ത് what makes an atom having this particular structure, that is due to this nuclear attraction the electrons are attracted by protons and it is holding in the atom. So what happens is when this nuclear attraction is getting decreased, so that is holding capacity will decrease and has a tendency to donate electrons. Okay, so what happens as we move down the group, the number of shells is increasing, so this nuclear attraction will get decreased, so it has a tendency to donate more donate electron more faster, because as we move down the group, as a shell number increases, that what happens, this nuclear attraction will be less, so it can easily donate an atom when compared to the atom in the previous in the upper compared to the atom in the group which is top, that is when compared to sodium and potassium. Potassium is highly reactive because number of shells for potassium is 4 and therefore sodium is 3. So as the shell number increases, what happens, nuclear attraction is getting decreased, so the potassium can easily donate 1 electron than sodium. So what happens, the reactivity is increasing because it can easily donate 1 electron, so the reactivity will be increasing. Clear? The reactivity will be increasing. So what first property, they are all reactive metals, and as we move down the group, atomic size is increasing, and we can say that this alkali metals will be sharing some similar properties. Same properties similar property means it will be having a similar boiling and melting point, like that. So here a boiling point and melting point will be showing the physical property. As we move down the group, what happens is the melting and boiling point decreases. Okay, as we move down the group, the melting point of the alkali metal decreases gradually as we go down the group. And we know that these metals are very soft and they can very readily react in air and even in cold water. So that's the reason why they are stored under oil to stop them reaching with the oxygen and water vapor in the air. And they're very soft and can be cut with a knife. Okay, like all the metals, they form positive ion. Why they are forming positive ions? When this group 1 element is donating, because it has a tendency to donate 1 electron. So when they are donating 1 electron, what happens, suppose lithium is having an atomic number 3, so when it is donating 1 electron means now it is having an electron number 2 and electronic configuration also 2, but what is the proton number, it still remains 3, right? But a proton number മാറുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. സോ അതിന്റെ ചാർജ് എന്താണ്? when compared to the negative charge, positive charge അവിടെ കൂടുതലാണ് അല്ലേ? ഒരു ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ഡൊണേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു, അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചാർജ് ആയിരിക്കും കൂടുതൽ? പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് ആയിരിക്കും കൂടുതൽ. എല്ലാം ഒരു ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ആണ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്, സോ positive charge ആയിരിക്കും കൂടുതൽ. So all like all metals, they form positive ions, and the group 1 metal form an ion with single positive charge. Okay, so as a result they form compounds. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കറിയാം ഇത് പ്ലസ് ചാർജ് ഉള്ള കാരണം അത് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഇപ്പോൾ this particular atom has a tendency to donate 1 electron, so അത് അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഇനിയൊരു എലമെന്റ് ആയിരിക്കും which will accept that 1 electron. That's the reason why it is attracting halogens. നമ്മൾ അത് പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, halogens has a tendency to accept 1 electron, so it will be attracting that halogens. Okay, halogens means group 7 elements, that is chlorine, fluorine, like that. Okay, so as a result they form compounds and they have similar formula. For example is lithium carbonate. Carbonate is having a valency 1 minus, and sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, like that. They all react with strongly and directly with non-metals to form salts. Okay, they all directly and with form what? Salts. These salts are white, crystalline and ionic solid to dissolve in water. Okay, they readily react with non-metals to form salts. Okay, that means it will be displacing that non-metals. And just for example, sodium plus chlorine, that is non-metal, it will form what? Sodium chloride is a salt. Okay, so thus we have discussed some properties of alkali metals. So here there is some more properties which is we already discussed about that it is stored under oil, and the one familiar use of sodium is used in sodium vapor lamps. These are yellow streets and motorway lights seen through the seat, and we have already discussed about melting and boiling point. Melting and boiling point decreases as we go down the group, and the density of the metal tends to increase down the group. What is density? Density is mass by volume. As we move down the group, the mass is increasing, so automatically the density will be increasing. Okay. The potassium is an exception, being slightly less than. Our exception case വരുന്നുണ്ട്. സോഡിയത്തിനെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ പൊട്ടാഷ്യത്തിന്റെ ഡെൻസിറ്റി കുറയുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിനൊരു എക്സെപ്ഷൻ ആയിട്ട് തന്നെയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. There are many ways in which different elements of group 1 shows similar properties. So നമ്മൾ ആ properties ഒക്കെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു. And from smaller classes we have been studying the reaction of alkali metals with water. Due to this high reactivity of alkali metals can readily react with water, and it will be producing metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Okay, we know that hydrogen gas is a burning gas. Okay, and it is producing energy. So what happens when it is producing energy? This type of a reaction is known as exothermic reaction. Okay, the heat so all alkali metals react spontaneously with water to produce hydrogen gas and metal hydroxide. These reactions are exothermic. The heat produced is sufficient to melt sodium and potassium as they skid over the surface of water. Lithium does not melt as it reacts, because when compared to sodium and potassium, lithium topmost element ആയതുകൊണ്ട് reactivity അത്ര ഉണ്ടാവും. നമുക്കറിയാം താഴെ പോകുന്തോറുമാണ് reactivity കൂടുന്നത്. Okay. So this begins to show the gradual difference in the reactivity between the metal as you go down the group. Lithium at the top is least reactive and cesium at the bottom is the most reactive. പക്ഷെ cesium എന്താ highly reactive ആയതുകൊണ്ട് explosive ആണ്. So നമ്മൾ അതങ്ങനെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യില്ല. ഈവൻ സോഡിയം പോലും നമ്മൾ എന്താ പറയുക സ്റ്റോറേജ് തന്നെ എന്താ അണ്ടർ ഓയിൽ ആണ്, ബിക്കോസ് ഇറ്റ് റെഡിലി റിയാക്ട് വിത്ത് വാട്ടർ ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി എ വിഗറസ് റിയാക്ഷൻ. സോ നമുക്കത് ഡേഞ്ചർ ആണ്. സോ മെറ്റൽ പ്ലസ് വാട്ടർ ഗിവ് മെറ്റൽ ഹൈഡ്രോക്സൈഡ് പ്ലസ് ഹൈഡ്രജൻ. ഡ്യൂ ടു ദിസ് മെറ്റൽ hydroxide, അത് alkali ആയതുകൊണ്ടാണ് it is also known as alkali metal. So this reaction, sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Okay, so you have to note chemical equation എഴുതാൻ അറിയണം. That is 2 Na plus H2O gives NaOH plus H2. Then you have to balance ചെയ്യുന്നൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെ ബാലൻസ് ചെയ്യുക? മാസ് ഓഫ് റിയാക്ടൻസ് ഷുഡ് ബി ഈക്വൽ ടു മാസ് ഓഫ് പ്രോഡക്ട്സ്. സോ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ഓക്സിജൻ അങ്ങനെ ബാലൻസ് ചെയ്ത് വരിക. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇവിടെ ഒരു കമ്പാരിസൺ ടേബിൾ കാണിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ലിത്തിയം റിയാക്ട് സ്റ്റഡിലി വിത്ത് വാട്ടർ. പക്ഷെ when compared to sodium and potassium അത്ര reactivity ഇല്ല, because it is on the top most. So water also it reacts steadily, it will producing lithium hydroxide and hydrogen. And air also, air നമുക്കറിയാലോ വേപ്പർ കണ്ടന്റ് ഉണ്ടാവും. So tarnishes slowly to give a layer of oxide, because അവിടെ ഓക്സിജൻ ആയിട്ട് ഈസി ആയിട്ട് റിയാക്ട് ആവും. സോഡിയം കുറച്ചും കൂടെ കണ്ടോ, ഇവിടെ സ്റ്റെഡി ആണെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ റിയാക്ട് സ്ട്രോങ്ലി വിത്ത് വാട്ടർ ടു പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് സോഡിയം ഹൈഡ്രോക്സൈഡ് ആൻഡ് ഹൈഡ്രജൻ. ഇതിനെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ tarnishes slowly ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ ക്വിക്ലി ആണ് ടു ഗീവ് എ ലെയർ ഓഫ് ഓക്സൈഡ്. ഇവിടെ പൊട്ടാഷ്യം reacts violently and it will producing potassium hydroxide and hydrogen. So tarnishes very quickly. ആദ്യം slowly ആയിരുന്നു, പിന്നെ quickly ആയി, പിന്നെ very quickly ആയി. എല്ലാം ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത് layer of oxides ആണ് with air. With water it is forming hydroxide. Here it is oxide, here it is hydroxide. As we know that the reactivity is increasing down the group. Okay, so the reaction get more vigorous as we move down the group. The reaction of lithium with water is quite steady, and the metal do not melt avilla athra pettannu, and the hydrogen does not ignite because atra energy avada release ayanilla, because reactivity atra koodalalla. But sodium react more strongly, the metal but melts. If the sodium is free to move, the hydrogen does not usually ignite. Appo ഫ്രീ ടു മൂവ് ആകുമ്പോൾ അത്ര ഇഗ്നൈറ്റ് ആവില്ല. പിന്നെ പൊട്ടാഷ്യം ആവുന്ന സമയത്ത് വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻസ്, കുറച്ചും കൂടെ റിയാക്ടിവിറ്റി കൂടും, അവിടെ അത് ഇഗ്നൈറ്റ് ആവും, സ്പോണ്ടേനിയസ് ആയിട്ട് ഇഗ്നൈറ്റ് ആവും, അതുകൊണ്ട് അത് ഡേഞ്ചറസ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇനി ഈ ഫ്ലെയിമിനെ ബേസ് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മൾ കുറേ കളേഴ്സ് ഒക്കെ ഫ്ലെയിം ടെസ്റ്റ് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ATPയിലൊക്കെ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, എങ്ങനെയാണ് ടെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, കാറ്റോൺ ടെസ്റ്റ് മാനിയോൺ ടെസ്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോ അത് അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു സിമിലാരിറ്റി ആണ് ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളത്. ഓക്കെ,